Greetings and salutations to all my fellow human beings. I hope that you have been well. My name is KLO0GA, and today I welcome you back to the channel. Listen to me. Look, bear with me while I remember my meta here, my new things. Oh, look, get out of here, Mr. Handybot. We are back on the channel. Oh my god, wow. Can you believe this to be true? Look, put your weapon away, mate. We've got to get you in third person view of sauciness and delight. And can I click on him again? But look, it's been a while. I should be looking at the camera right now. And you might be thinking, KLO0GA, what are you even doing back RN? We just got over you leaving, and we've learned how to adjust with our lives. But look, I'm here to ruin all that. It's not even a problem. So let's have a cup of tea and talk about this. But no, I don't know if I'm going to be addressing this in a separate video or anything like that, but the TLDR version of this is that, you know, I've had some good time away, and I do appreciate the fact that I've taken some time away from this channel. It's been, I think, a good 3 or 4 months since I've posted anything after that, you know, goodbye video. I know, such drama, right? Such a dramatic guy, KLO0GA. But it's been a really good break to sort of reassess what I want to do, I guess, with my free time and what my passions are and all that kind of poetic bullshit. But I just came to miss doing this. I'm probably not going to be back in sort of like the full capacity, not to be a downer or anything like that, but not back to like the full 100% capacity that we initially were working with in the past, because that was kind of like the main straw that broke the camel's back last time around in terms of the amount of content and the amount of crazy production value I was putting into the videos. So you'll probably see a little bit less of that really crazy, complicated editing stuff, a little more freeform, off-the-cuff stuff, which is what this new recording rig and new overlays are. Slightly misplaced, mind you, because there's a tiny little gap above my head, and that's really rude. But nevertheless, we are back. Look, I'm just gonna fix it real quick. Can I? Will it let me do it? No, it's fine. So what was I trying to say, though? I don't even remember. But yeah, we're back, and yeah, it's going to be a little more off the cuff, a little more freeform, so I can have a dank amount of fun doing this.
I say, have you noticed Unit 77J acting a bit strangely, White?
Really, darling? You must be a bit more specific.
These chumps have been real rude. But look, I'll put my menu back on. So here we are, we're back in town, we're back here, we're here in Grey Garden. Sim settlements, of course. Look, I'm going to go back to regular meta here. Can I have my shortcuts, please? There we go. You can't see me no more.
It's probably just a defect in the power.
Oh, look, we're going to go over here so we can't hear. So we're here in Grey Garden, and we are playing a heavily modded Sim Settlements plus the Industrial Revolution expansion that the legendary King Gath has released. Here we are, we're doing stuff. And it's going to be awesome. Now listen to me. I recorded this already once, and I just should mention that it crashed the first attempt I had at making this recording. So if it crashes again, you're honestly just going to sit here while I reload the game, because that's what freeform recording means, is that you kind of got to roll with those punches. But yes, heavily modded, a lot, like predominantly all the mods are just my selection of Sim Settlement add-on packs, a lot of different farms, a lot of different residential add-ons. And some like different ones in between. There's recreational plots now, apparently. There's a whole bunch of stuff. It's real wild, and I haven't researched it extensively, because that's going to make it more interesting for me to kind of learn with you guys on the plot. Wow, on the fly. So there's advanced industrial, there's martial plots. These recreational? Yeah, that's real cool. I'm really excited to get into all that stuff. It's going to be real saucy and dank, so we're going to get into that real soon. So a lot of those mods exist. We've got a mod to expand the settlement footprint, so which means Grey Garden goes all the way up above that ridge, all the way around, and of course the highways are inside the scope, and they go pretty wide. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now I've specifically chosen Grey Garden because it's a little bit of throwback and a little bit of essentially me wanting to do right by highway meta. Because last time around at the Superiority Complex, as cool as that place turned out, there was one fatal flaw, and it's that I didn't include this mod from day one, which is the overpass overhaul mod, if I remember rightly. And a lot of you guys recommended it after the fact. And look, make no mistake, I greatly appreciate your recommendation, but by the time I got those recommendations, we were too far deep, and I couldn't build around that which had been added on to the settlement. Well, basically that which I'd already built. So we couldn't make it work. But here we are, fresh save, fresh batch of mods. So it's going to work just fine. That's road, apparently. I'm wary to scrap that. No, it's fine. Okay, cool. I'm just doing some cleanup while we talk. But as you can see, we've got loads of space. There's the first dividing line. But then the meta that even one-ups Finch Farm in terms of scope is we hop over here, and I'll clean all this up in due time, make no mistake, but I think this is going to be much later down the track in terms of building meta, so we'll have to come back to that when the time comes. But yeah, basically, I'm making a long-winded point to say there's this whole second tier here, which we can go all the way to this edge, basically to the end here, which we can probably cap off and then build some dank stuff there. We come all the way up. This is all very usable. Quite wide, I must say. And yeah, we'll come to about here. So we got piles and piles and piles of space up here. And basically I want to do a little bit of like microclimate meta up here, for lack of a better term, because these highway bits are so large that we can have like, I'm imagining almost like a really dirty, gross, cyberpunk kind of feeling place. So where it's just real gnarly and real greasy and it's full of neon, because it's kind of, especially this lower level, has really cool tunnel stuff going on. I might even keep this and maybe put a couple beds in here or something like that, because now with the new versions of Sim Settlement you can assign people to beds as homes, which is really cool. Sorry, I needed to have a drink. But it's like real dingy, and maybe we can even put some walls up in certain spots to make it feel really closed in and give it that really dirty back alley kind of vibe, for lack of a better term. So that's going to be really cool. I'm really chuffed about that. So mods wise, did I cover everything? So there's a few performance mods just to make things run smoother because of the amount of assets that Sim Settlements tends to involve. I am using essentially a batch file to give myself access to a load of resources, because that is kind of the spirit of these Sim Settlement series that Ricardo, the role-playing gamer, and I do for the most part, is that we focus on the building and not so much on the resource grind. There are some mods just to improve settlement AI and settlement conversations and settler looks, just to make them a little more human feeling, I guess, for lack of a better term. And that's really it. I'll try. I don't know if I'll end up listing the full mod list down below, because basically if you have any specific questions, I'll try to hook you up. But compiling that mod list is going to be a real pain in the butt, and in the spirit of trying to be a little more loosey-goosey meta with this whole thing, it may not occur. But look, essentially I'm going to be redoing what I did just before, where I talked about whether I wanted to keep this greenhouse or not. I was having a real hard time with it, but I have decided that I do want to keep it, because it does look really cool, especially that sign out the front. So what I'm probably going to do is make this the farming space, because it is quite large, and we should be able to hopefully fit enough farms in here to feed the entire settlement, or at least a pretty good portion of it. So that is the initial plan while we're getting spun up here. I'll just start with a couple of them for now. Liston, just get out of here with your surface snap meta. So actually I'm going to learn from my pre-crash mistake and move it a bit away from the door. How are we looking? Pretty dang good. So yeah, I'm pretty much going to be cleaning most of this out. I was trying to keep the tables, and that seemed to cause a lot of the problem. Basically, I was stepping on the tables and I sort of glitched through one. It was really, really weird. So we do have to get rid of them. So that's gone, and we'll go another. Did I put in? I put an industrial plot down, didn't I? Holy shizen, dude! Scrap. Wow. Off to a real smooth start. Listen to me. Where's agriculture? It's great. It's the green one. Look, how does that make sense? King Gath, just fix it. Plus, I'm totally joking. I am the idiot here. It's fine. It looks like it's floating a little bit. When it says it's snapping to the floor, I don't always believe it. And it's probably just me, not the game, but I'm a real paranoid guy. I think that's about right. That seems pretty source meta. I want to go right up flush with the back, as close as I can get it, without being unreasonable. Listen, Supervisor White, I appreciate the work you're doing, but get your keys to the real farms. Just do it, all right? It's fine. Listen. 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 Just do it, all right? It's fine Well, I'm talking. Look, bear with me, guys, because I'm really just getting back into the swing of it. It's like learning to ride a bike for the second time, basically. Oh god, I've glitched myself into this. Not a problem though. So yeah, my commentary and my ability to multitask are probably a little diminished all right now, but I'm working on it. I'm getting back into the swing because look, I quite frankly missed all you guys. And look, to briefly remark on all the lovely comments and things that you guys said on my initial departure video, look, that did not go unnoticed. A lot of the feels that were left on that video are part of what influenced me to come back. I'm not going to lie to you. It was really important to me to see how into it you guys were, for lack of a better term. I know it sounds kind of silly, but I guess at that time I'd almost forgotten how cool of a little community we had built amongst ourselves, between like Ricardo's channel and I. We've kind of got this whole little dank meta. Oh god, that's not a good one. I mean, it's cool, but it's too tall. Does it fit though? Can we get away with it? I'm real tempted to leave it. Oh, it's a little too... Look. So what can we do here? I don't know if we can cycle through these. I've watched videos about this, but I don't know if it's possible here. So can we go... Scrap Universal Library Coffee by Tenuvia. Wait, we gotta craft... If we can craft the T-square, the Architect's T-square, we might be okay. But is that some special meta? Because I know there's a purpose-built table for this now. I haven't looked any of this up, or I probably should have. I won't lie to you. Let's see. Sim settlements. Wait, was that it? City planner's desk. Here we go. This is what we need. I'm just gonna plonk it wherever for RN because it's fine. We'll set up a proper space for it. Make no mistake. E-craft. Tools. Architect's T-square. Hit me up before you go. That's all we need for RN. Alright, I'm going to be spamming quick save because I'm really trying to avoid crashes. Alright, so inventory counts as a weapon. I'm even going to favorite it because I'm just that kind of guy. I'm going to put it on 0 up here. Give it. Listen. I can kill some fools with this. I would imagine it works on these. Next plan. Look, you just got blown away, mate. What do we get? Wild Meadow Farm. That sounds fine. Is anyone building this full or what? Listen. Did I assign this? I don't even remember. Yeah, classic workbench. Look, so many people in the previous videos, previous series, told me, "Kluger, just hold down V and you'll get your workbench meta." But listen to me, I do that. It just doesn't work. I think maybe I've got a hotkey clash. I'm not sure, but it just doesn't want to talk turkey. I know I'm seeming like an irrational fool, but it's fine. Listen, who's working on this? Get your button gear. So look, these doors should at least still be accessible. Which is smooth and saucy. Coolly cool, very nice. We'll probably just clean this out as we go. Seriously, this feels stuck to me though. Is it? Or am I just being an impatient chode? That might be the case. Greenhouse within a greenhouse. Oh, look. I don't know about that. That's really pushing the envelope. Yeah, this is cool. I can work with this. Dang it, I should have left it. I'm just being real impatient. So we should get a little notification here in just a sec. Ooh, I nearly necked my drink bottle in real life and that would have been real bad. Listen, mate. You're being a real deviant. What have we got? Two-step garden by Ruined World. They're still saying that. 21 food. Did I say muddy pond? Because I appreciate that. Wait, they might be part of the design. I don't want to mess with that. Mate. Get to your building. I think it already was a sign. It just seems to be kind of chilling. So where's Supervisor White? This is your job. Get to it, lady. Look, I think I've broken this. I don't trust myself. I think I screwed the pooch with my impatience, and I may be screwing it even further, but look, this is just how I roll. I just break everything. It's just how I function. I'm sorry. I'm not really, though. Alright, so there's just enough space. We can squeeze through. I will get rid of these bags of fertilizer. Alright, so now he's gonna build this, and he's gonna finish it. So help me, Jeebus. But in the meantime, let's just talk about maybe getting some communicado going. Who are you? Liston, you want to join up? It's real fine here. I'm guessing she's just a random settler, adventurer.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to be that kind of chump. Look, it's fine, don't worry. But, yeah, that's another mod that I've got. I think it's called, like, NPC Travel or something like that, which is really interesting. There's just a whole variety of little flavor mods here and there, but it's, of course, mostly focused around sim settlements. Let's make no mistake and be real about the situation. So, Grey Garden, like, that's like a big, nice focal point here. I don't want to necessarily block this area off. And this is all ad-lib, by the way. I haven't thought about this in the slightest in terms of how we're going to lay all this out. I feel like we're definitely going to have maybe a plateau of houses along here that kind of runs along that first, because you can see a pretty clear, distinct shelf there. And then this is kind of maybe like a backdoor entry point. I don't know. Maybe we'll just put a fence up here, though, because that'll look real hot. So there's clearly a shelf there, and then there's clearly a shelf kind of here. And I may or may not play around with like pulling these rocks out, because we do have scrap everything. If they get too troublesome, I might pull some of them out. But look, even if we just remove some of these as a rough example, because there's clearly a second level of juicy meta going on up here. Get out of my life, you ugly branch some bitch. No one wants you. You're adopted and your parents didn't love you. We've got to get water situated of 2, of course. That's very importante. We've got to get all the beef running, all the goodness. And look, we're running out of time for today, if I'm being honest with you. But then we've got this little spot here as well. Like, could it be like a little? This is probably like the main gate. This is where you would probably come in most of the time. Listen, I turned that off. Fight me. This definitely feels like the main way in. So this will be our main gates. So why is not? We've got a Grey Garden sign on this side too. That's good news. That's very important. Honestly. Get out of here. So you'd come in here and really this is your main focus of awesome and goodness. So you get out of here too. This tree can probably stay. I kind of like it. It's fine. And then we'd come in there. So then, residential up that side there. You'd probably have maybe a bit of commercial in this general area, perhaps. And then maybe as you shelf off down that way, I feel like maybe you'd have some residential facing the waterfront, even though it's a little far away. Because then we've got some real saucy waterfront down here as well, right? It's real sheer, but that's probably like your real fancy, expensive houses go there and here in like a big circle pattern. And then maybe the inner is the commercial kind of vibe, right? That makes kind of sense. Commercial building here, probably, maybe. And then this could be like a little commercial strip too. There's a lot of spaces for housing up there for sure. We'll probably have some shops up there, like we'll try to get a bar up there. And a lot of no, we'd have a lot of houses up there, I would say. Or would that be like the shopping district and this is the residential district? Damn, this is hard. But look, I guess for a start, we have some residential, and these dang stupid robots don't need beds. Or do they? I guess they do. I guess as we build up, that's not going to be so much of a problem, but... yeah, interesting. I don't even have a bed here, I just realized. Like, not even for myself. That's real rude. But look, just for, like, starting hypothetical. Like, how tall are these fools? So that's pretty much our cusp there-ish. I just want to get a ball rolling, so to speak, you know? Just get a ball and then just get some roll meta. Can I do a little... Listen. You've been real rude. I'll have to go the long way. I just want to see, like, when we've placed it there. I mean, that's not bad. That isn't terrible. I mean, we could even... Could we just elevate it ever so slightly, perhaps? Or bring it forward just a little scoocheroo as well. Right? That's not terrible. I think we could live with that, depending on what house we get here. And we can, of course, shuffle through them, but... I think even a little more further forward. Like, kind of there? Which gives most of the butt freedom. Is it floating? It's floating a little bit. So we would have to scoot it down a little ways. Look, actually quite a ways. This is the meta of sim settlements. So you got to understand, right? This is just how it goes. You got to think through this sauciness. It's real tough. It's just how it has to go down. But then if we kind of extrapolate this line, that's pretty good. That's on pretty solid first shelf sauciness. We get these shrubs out of here so we can get a better idea for what we're looking at. They're kind of going to back into these rocks, so they'll have to be a little further forward at certain points. But I think we can work with that. I think that's going to be just fine. That's really... And then the second shelf is quite high up. Cool. Okay. So maybe where are we going to set up our power for RN? We'll definitely just give these guys independent power just for the immediate future until we get a more permanent solution. That will just be blah, 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 blah. Words are good. RN. Great job, KLO0GA. You are a genius person. So we'll just kind of plonk it there. The power requirements aren't going to be huge. Starting off, of course, they only sap 1 power initially, so we'll just plonk that there. That's fine. And then we'll probably just put another... Again, we'll just use this like little corner here for just a temporary dumping ground. So we'll put our beacon here. Little Jenny off the back. Just so we can get some people rolling in. You know what I'm saying? Oh wait, no, we still needed power. I know it's over here. Miscellaneous. Radio recruitment beacon. Just any old where. Just for RN. That should be juiced up and doing real good things. And then even, just for right now, we need a bed. I'm just gonna get real dirty with a sleeping bag. Just for the temporary future. Right? Yeah, that's real good. Just so I can sleep off the night. Yeah. Good. And then we may as well, while we're at it, get back into specialities. And we'll just plot out our second residential placement. I'm not going to go object, sorry. No object snap is what I really want. Someone just turned up though, listen. I'm just going to place it roughly for now. I'm going to get rid of this stuff. Might leave that though if I can get away with it. Again, how are we looking here in terms of backing meta? That's pretty solid. That's pretty dang solid. And we just chain this. Did I say I've got longer power lines? Because I definitely have longer power lines. Boom, like that. And that's the start of it. Right? You know what I'm saying? Where's the new settler? Listen, robots, where'd she go? Or he? Or it? Like I said, my suspicions is that it's over here. Like the main entrance. Yeah. Look, we got farms. Woohoo, yeah. These are just vanilla, like King Yath farms, I think. Cello. I could get the gavel out and summon them. I have to craft the gavel still, but that's a very... Oh, look, they've already built their house. Look at this. Oh, no, that's probably maybe this just the skeleton of it. It could just be this. It could just be the skeleton. Don't worry about it. Listen. Give me some stairs, though, right? Oh yeah, that's the whole nother thing that King Gath put in the meta is like these fancy new stairs and stuff. I think, like these are plot stairs, so to speak, and they're real saucy. Look at that snap. I mean, it's not steep enough for this particular case, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Man, that's still not going to be tall enough. Listen to me. They might have to get some saucy side access happening. It's a real problem. Or maybe we can just do a bit of that sort of old school. Even that's kind of bubkus, right? Look. That's kind of in the floor. I'm not appreciating that floatiness, though. I'm really just not. Get out of my life. I think we'll just give him this sort of sideways access meta. Maybe what we'll actually do is put a little boardwalk up here eventually. Just clear this stuff out. All of a sudden, it won't be too bad. Look at this. Not even a problem. Look, I wasn't worried. Come on. Where's person? Where's the human that needs a home?
Hi there!
Shut up, mate. I'm real sour. I don't want to have to deal with any bullshit. Alright, look at me. I'm just gonna do it. Look, at the classic meta, we are over time. Town meeting gavel. Hook a brother up. It's the only way to do it. I'm over it. So the plan is I don't want to have to give the robots houses. Maybe I can give them beds and assign them that way. I think according to the holotape, I can get away with that. Maybe I can give them like just a bunker, just to like trick the point system into not dragging down happiness. That should do the job. Otherwise, as we just get more humans in, they'll kind of tip the scales in terms of settler satisfaction. So that should also be fine, hopefully. I think it falls under 8 if I'm not mistaken. What's the stupid thing called? Town meeting gavel. It's not actually stupid. I'm just being mean. There we go.
Hey, howdy! So good to see you.
Thank you again for all your help.
Ah, there we go. There's our person. Numero uno, first human settler. How's it going, bro? Oh, look at his hat. I'm really into it. You've got to live there. Look, once this house builds, we're done. We've got to stop. There's just no option. Disperse, robots. I might even take over a secondary settlement and piss some of them off because look, there's too many. Get out of here, you scumbags. I'll do it eventually. I'll just like go to Sanctuary or something just to make him GTFO. Yeah, I think that might be better. I know this is like part of the Grey Garden thing. I'll keep probably like Supervisor White and Supervisor Brown, but these, like Green talks too much, and these are generic plebs. They can get out of here, so don't worry about it. Oh, what are we getting? Ho ho ho! Just look and listen. Oh, is this a treehouse one? I think I've got this one in the past. It's like treehouse something, but I think it's Tenuvia. Look, there's a lot of great mod makers. Look at this guy, multitasking. Building his house while he's not even looking at it. What a guy. Look, that's pretty 8 out of 8. I'm gonna piss all this off, by the way, make no mistake. I didn't mean to like threaten the guy with my gun or anything. But all the farms are gonna be living in here, so we have no need of this. Look at these stupid watermelons. Listen. I didn't ask for this. Dun, dun, dun. Look, it's actually got the dirt mound underneath it, but no, it doesn't work, actually. It doesn't work even in the slightest. God dang it. It just had to happen. What's the next plan? Just tell me. I think there's actually a way to do this before the house goes up as well, but I'm just rusty and forgetful. So look, we're gonna have to just wait a little bit longer. You're gonna get a real dank long episode. So in the meantime, look, I don't even know. What are we doing? I just feel like it's dark and we should sleep, but we just don't have that option, RN. He's being real saucy. See that? Look, what was he doing? What even was that? Look, don't worry. Defense, we probably need to think about defense. That would probably be some wise thinking, if I'm being honest with you. But I'm just gonna look. We'll spend some. We'll use this time wisely. So, but I guess in the meantime, we'll start summing up because I mean it's great to be back. I've had a blast recording this, even though I did have a crash and some sour notes to get this ball rolling. But I'm happy I'm back and I'm having a lot of fun doing this again. And I want to play a lot more, but I've started recording really late at night, so it's not an option. But I'm hoping you're going to see a lot more of me. Is basically where we're at our end. Have I got object snap on right now? Because that'd be real hot. Looks like we do. Yes, listen. You're already on some meta, Brownie. So we'll get new settler. Actual real human settler. He may as well work here.
Sure.
And apparently we lose a little bit of food, but that's because they're assigned to 80 bazillion things at once. Mate, build your house a little slower, why don't you? Look, we'll just call it there. It's gonna be no. It just finished as I was complaining. This will do. I'm okay with this. Oh, that's creepy as. Yes, yes. All right, let's see. Can I remember my shortcuts, everybody? Can I switch back to face cam mode? Hey, listen. Wait, wrong button. There we go. Ladies and gents, I hope you are happy that I am back, or as happy as I am to be back. So thank you so much for watching. I didn't even talk about who this character is. I'm so sorry. We'll explain it more in the next episode, but this guy's name is Benevold. You can call him Ben for short. He's a doctor, or is he? Find out next time with this dramatic bombshell. My name is KLO0GA. I'm stoked to be back. You have a great day.